So from the five-time MVP to the current MVP, Nikola Jokic facing the Pelicans last night. We're going to pick this one up with under 30 seconds to go in the first. Nuggets down by 4. Nikola Jokic, he kind of loses track of the... What?
Showing the versatility. Big fella with the interior crossover, the bucket, and one.
Nifty move there. All right, picking it up in the third quarter. Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Look at him here. Corner 3. Can't quite get it to go. Nikola Jokic. Oh, what a dime.
Using his height, also using his awareness. Drops it off to Aaron Gordon for the bang-bang. And here again to Michael Porter Jr. Backdoor cut for the layup.
Whew. Jokic being Jokic at this point. I mean, he had his 4th triple-double through 3 quarters this season. That's ridiculous.
Pushing a fast break like a point guard, and that's what happens, Malika, when you dedicate yourself to fitness. He lost weight. Now all of a sudden he's more nimble, getting up and down the floor, and he's basically virtually unstoppable.
Well, and then you have Jokic once again going to work. He finishes with 26 points, 18 rebounds, 15 assists. The Nuggets get the win, 122 to 113. So you can see it here. I mean, his stats in January are just insane. He recorded 8 triple-doubles, tied for the 3rd most in a calendar month since the merger. He's one of 2 players to reach this mark in the time, along with the triple-double king, Russell Westbrook. So here's the deal, Jalen Rose.
Okay.
Jokic has 439 assists through 44 games. That means he's only 1 shy of averaging a triple-double. So if he does that, is he the 3-time MVP?
I think we look for historic value, which the triple-doubles are going to give him, not only for an average like Big O and Russell Westbrook, but to be a center to do it. We also reward winning. The Denver Nuggets right now are going to be flirting with the 1 or 2 seed seemingly the rest of the year. So if he's putting up those type of historic numbers and his team is doing just as good, if not better, than the other 2 years where he actually won the award, is definitely his to lose.
Ooh, I should have mentioned there's some rules to this. I forgot. That's my bad, Jalen.
I didn't see the shot clock, no way.
24 seconds on the shot clock. I think that was a buzzer beater. That's what we're going to call. That's what we're going to call that. Jokic, he had the best stat line of the night, but one of the best finishes of the night, Jalen, it happened in the East. Perk, did you happen to catch the end of the Cavs and the Heat last night? Because Bam and Jimmy Butler, they both came through in crunch time in the 4th quarter. The Cavs did have a chance to win. They were down with 7 seconds left. You can watch it here. Donovan Mitchell going full court. Goes up, not quite enough to get it to go. So here's what Donovan Mitchell said after the game.
You know, it's not something that, you know, the sky is falling, but now we see, okay, like, you know, continuously we learn in these losses what it takes. You know, we play pretty solid, you know, for 2.5, 3 quarters. And then they just get to their spots, get to where they want to get to, offensive rebounds. Like, you know, at the end of the day, they had 21 points in the 4th quarter. We just didn't execute offensively. No matter what we did defensively, we weren't putting ourselves in positions to succeed, and that's on us.
Freeze. I need more time to address him. You know I don't like being wrong. Before the season started, I said that the Cavs have the best starting 5 in basketball. And right now they're making me look dumb, and I don't like to look dumb. Okay, here's the thing, right? When I look at the Cavs, they traded for Donovan Mitchell, not to be average, not to be in the middle, but actually to go and take them over the top because they believe in their young core. They believe in Kevin Love coming off the bench along with Ricky Rubio. When I see this team, they talk about the quote-unquote term of trust the process. They haven't even started the process. It's disturbing, and we saw them lose to the Miami Heat, and the Miami Heat is not even one of the top 3 teams in the Eastern Conference. I just needed more time.
Okay, I wasn't sure what shot clock we were using there, but I'm going to let you have it.
I never shot the ball anyway, so the shot clock didn't matter to me.
This is just Perk's clock at this point. Yeah. Donovan Mitchell, he's an all-star starter, so we're going to see if he ends up on Team LeBron, if he's on Team Giannis. And speaking of Giannis, Shanae, we need to talk about this man because he has no chill to his game. He was dominant again versus Charlotte last night. He had 34 points, 18 boards. But the play that we're talking about, it came with 23 seconds left. Giannis goes to block Terry Rozier, and then he comes down hard. He would end up being called for a goaltend. You're going to see it on his screen shortly. First, we have to show you when Giannis makes threes. Here it is. He was called for a goaltend, and then he comes up holding his knee a little bit. Obviously, that's the moment when Bucks fans all are holding their breath. Here's what Mike Budenholzer said after the game.
That one of those things where you don't really want to see him flying into the crowd with 20 seconds left in the game, especially with what he's been dealing with?
Yeah, in a perfect world, that'd probably be. But, that's part of what makes him great.
All right, it's part of what makes him great. Well, where do you stand on all this?
Well, if I had to pick a word, our producers were like, how do you base this? Is it reckless? Is it ruthless? It's relentless. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's one of the best rim protectors, offensively giving you 32 points, but defensively giving you 12 rebounds a game, which is, by the way, second best in the NBA behind Sabonis. So that's just part of the Giannis package.
Right.
And you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Okay, where's the buzzer? Did I nail it?
I was going to say,
I always nail it.
You still got 3 seconds to go.
Hey!
This is why we know you were a buzzer beater every time. Shanae, thank you very much. All right, last night the Bulls, they thought they had the Clippers on the ropes, but Kawhi Leonard, Ramona, his resurgence continues. The Claw finished with a cool 33. Norm Powell added 27. Los Angeles beat Chicago for its 6th victory in the last 7 games. The only game they dropped in that stretch, it was without Kawhi. So let's just say they're 6-0 in games that he has played. So you just had a conversation with Ty Lue about this recent run. How is he reflecting on all of that?
Well, they have both their guys now, and he said it's important because when Kawhi and Paul George are both back, Paul George can play that point guard. It keeps him engaged in the game. He's got the ball in his hand. They're not just playing through Kawhi, and Paul floats around. Paul George is engaged now. And last year when Kawhi was out, they had to completely change their offense. Now, when they have both of them back, they can keep this offense and keep building on it.
Yeah, and it seems like they've always said, as you beat the shot clock with room to spare, that this Clippers team has always felt like once they got everybody back, they were going to be a team, a force to be reckoned with. But here's the problem. This means Shanae and I are both going to kind of be creeping back over to where we were at the beginning of the season, believing in
let me creep back into the judgment.
This is me and Shanae walking back over into the Clippers. January was wild. And it's not just because it was Jalen Rose's 50th birthday. But because we saw 38 40-point games. It's the second most in a single month in NBA history, behind only last month's 45. And 24 of the 31 days in January, they featured a 40-point night. Of course, we also had Donovan Mitchell's 71-point game back on the second, and a month-high 5 40-point games from Damian Lillard, which is just crazy. And that got us thinking, how are we possibly going to show you all the ridiculousness that happened in the month of January? Well, we're going to do it with a little bit of a top of the top since it's February 1st. Happy Black History Month, everybody. Let's get it a little top of the top. What do we got coming up here first?
Of course.
Oh, we got top posters. I'm just going to get out of your way.
As expected, the most electrifying player in the game today.
Ridiculous. Eyes at the rim.
Oh, no.
And also, rest in peace to the late, great Nipsey Hussle, because the top of the T.O.P. is his lyrics.
I'm so glad you got that
Edwards is living up to the Bam Bam hype.
This made it to your penthouse, Perk.
I'm just saying, not in transition in the half-court set and split a pick and roll. It was
correct.
I don't know how we go from top poster to top dime, so we're going to try. What do you got for us, LaMelo?
That is so difficult.
Nice.
Completely, directly, right behind you, up in the air.
No look.
No look. Okay, light work.
I mean, and then we have John Morant. This was how? How?
The pressure to hit that shot, though, you're like, oh, I got to hit this one.
Yeah. When the pass is that nice, you got to get it to go.
But that's when you're playing with a great player, period. When they kick it out to you, you got to make a play.
And then who is that, Perk? Marcus Smart.
One of the most underrated PGs in the game today.
And then we got top denial. Chasing. I don't know how this man does this over and over and over again.
When you talk about guys like Giannis, right, and you talk about not taking possessions off, can we talk about Ja Morant? Because he does it on both ends.
And that's a team thing also led by Ja as it relates to the Memphis Grizzlies. Look at Claxton.
He's a motivator.
Waving with the left.
Nick Claxton
swatting it with the right.
Has been exceptional
Love
this season. I mean, should we start talking about him as most improved? And then you have LeBron James pitching it out and getting it back. Ooh, a little top coordination
38
there.
years of age, putting it in reverse for the backwards with 2 hands, LeBron.
I'm 38 and I ain't even dunking.
And then Kyrie Irving looking for Nick Claxton, but gets it to go. What do we call that today?
Filet.
Hey.
That's what happens if a Globetrotter played in the league. And here go Giannis.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Best player in the game.
Right there. Oh.
And then we got top heave. Oh, what? Steph.
Hey.
Stop playing with him.
You know he has to be in it. The only guy that's in it shooting a jump shot. How
The
crazy
only
is that?
guy that shoots from half court, we all believe is going in.
Every single time. And then there was this one, which
That was like
just silly.
near full court.
That's just silly. And look, stoic.
You
Like,
said
yeah,
about the hair. When the
I got
hair's like that, you know the shot's
Yeah.
going in.
Perfect, but young fella got to learn to perfect and protect.
And then
the
this
shoot
one was
percentage.
last night. I still don't.
He like, all
I
right,
still don't
Bron,
understand.
you got me.
Here's our NBA Saturday primetime matchup on ABC and the ESPN app, and it should be a good one. Luka and the Mavs, they start a 5-game West Coast road trip at the Chase Center in San Francisco against Steph and the Warriors. Our coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 8 Eastern. So this is the day that Tom Brady has hung it up, and he says this time it is for good. But you already know we got a little surprise basketball connection for you. Chene, what did we learn about Tom Brady today?
Well, Brady's got game, not just on the field, but also on the court. I love this right here. You've seen this, by the way.
I'm sorry.
We got two goats, baby. We got two goats. Right here is one guy by the name of Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah, I heard him.
Thank you. Perk is shocked. This right here is Tom Brady, and I'm here to break down this play. Orlovsky. So watch this right here. I love this. Okay, we're going to get a nice little rhythm pass to get your jumper. You know how, like, certain people need a pass? But I want to freeze it. Hey, what's the word? Freeze! We're going to freeze it. And look at the form. How would you rate this form, Mr. Rose?
That whole setup looked like they just all got their own money. They got their own island.
I was wondering, like, how you get invited to
Palm
this?
trees.
Okay.
I am not mad.
Okay, do we think he's gonna make it?
He's definitely
Yeah,
gonna
he's
make
gonna
it.
make it.
Perk, you've never seen this
When
play
the
before. I don't know
poster is
how.
on.
Don't have to. He's gonna. Anytime somebody got their cap.
And every time y'all
catch
talk
money.
about the GOAT, I want y'all to remember something. Everybody think they fresh when they wearing somebody's shoes like Michael Jordan that ain't played in 35 years.
This is Tom Brady that you are watching. Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Like, I feel like we can't drill that home enough. Tom Brady and Michael Jordan on a basketball court together. I mean, hey,
did
he
you
might
get-
have a little bit more time now for some pickup with you.
Yes, indeed. I
Oh.
love it. My fellow Michigan Wolverine. And also, when you want to watch inspiration, watch his combine video.
True.
And then look at we talking about him as the GOAT.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.